Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining, or welcome for the first time. So we're going to be reacting to another Sidhu Musiala song called "Built Different." As per usual, I have the lyrics up in English as well alongside it so I can understand. But let's go for it.
ਆਉ ਸਾਦਾ ਜਾ ਸਵੈਗ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੌੜਾ ਵੀ ਸਵਾਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਫੇਕਿਆ ਸਮਾਈ ਫਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਯਾਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਤਾ ਹੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰੂੜ ਤੇ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਨੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮੱਤ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਨੀ ਹੱਥ ਵੀ ਮਿਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਨੀ ਬੱਸੋਂ ਬਾਹਰਿਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਈਓ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੀ
Ooh.
ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਜ਼ਾਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਐਹੋ ਕਲਾਕਾਰੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਵਾਕੀ ਕਲਾਕਾਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਆਓ ਕਿਤ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਯਾਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੀ ਆਓ ਮੱਥੇ ਪੜ ਲੈਣਾ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਚੇਜ਼ਰੀ ਕਲੌਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਪਾਪਾ ਘੁੰਮਦੇ ਜੋ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਟੌਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੋਕੋ ਦੂਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੀ ਬੱਤੇ ਜਾਨ ਪਾਵੇਂ ਲੈ ਲਈ دیਵਾਨੇ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਚ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਮੈਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਕੀ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਲੇ ਅੱਖਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਕਦੋਂ ਬੁਲਿਆ ਨਾ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਨੀ
Wow, oh my god, that was so good. I swear, the people who always like the kid is a producer. Yeah, the producers he works with though, they're so good. Like this beat is just sick. It's such a great rap beat, like singing beat. He's just sick, man. Like the flute, the sitar, I think there was potentially guitar in there as well at some point, an acoustic guitar. But the flute and guitar and the sitar was just so Indian, and I just loved it. I just felt like for this song, that the fact that it's called Built Different, I just feel like you had to have those elements in there. Like, it was very cultural and very like Indian, man, very rooted in his culture, and like, yeah, I just love those elements in that for this particular song, man. I think it just fitted and worked so well. Obviously the lyrics, I try to keep on top with the lyrics, but they go so fast that I can't always keep up with it, and I want to kind of embrace the song as well, the instrumental and just the whole vibe of it. But his voice, man, in this song, he was just sick. I feel like every song, I said this before, every song that I listen to of his now, that I've listened to quite a few now, and he's just, every time it's just something different. Every time he sings his raps, like his voice and the qualities and the capabilities of his voice like shine through, like every time differently. Like his tone, his raspiness, his runs that he's able to do. Oh, I just think he's sick, man. He's so good. But I really love the lyrics as well, man. Like, I love the lyrics. Says, my swag is simple, no greed at all. I'm not used to this fake party of people. That's why people call me rude and arrogant. You know, not when, and this bit, yeah, I do not sit with those who sit with everyone. That's the thing. It's like, you can be called arrogant and you could be called all these things, but when you're true to who you are and true to yourself, which Sidhu Musiala was, it just shines through. And then people obviously are going to start, people will judge you anyways, wouldn't they? Regardless of what you do, but I think they judge you even more and they show hate. Like, you see your enemies and your haters more when you do well, and more when you just be yourself as well. When you're authentic to who you are, like, you really do see who is threatened by that. And I love that, you know, he's talked about that. By the way, there is a meeting here every day. There are some principles of our friendship, and our enemies are also one. Broker, large, live in the village. I do not sit with those who sit with everyone. I only listen to those whom I call, where I do not get my thoughts, where I do not get hands. That's deep. Is he basically saying, because I don't know if it's translated properly, but I only listen to those whom I call, where I do not get my thoughts, where I do not get hands. Does he mean like he only listens to those people that he's chosen to have in his circle? You know, he trusts them with their opinions, their thoughts. Hands, maybe potentially that means like giving favors and offerings and like being giving to people. He only does that for people that he's called to be in their his life type thing. Hopefully, if anybody knows actually what he's saying and can translate it better in English, then feel free to do so in the comments. I'm out of control on people. That's why people envy me. I am out of control on people's. Yeah, I feel like this lyric's not great. It's not great translated, and I really feel like this song is talking about some deep stuff, and I don't know if I can really appreciate it through the lyrics. But from having listened to him and kind of knowing a bit more about Sidhu Musiala and his ways, I feel like he's probably saying like, I'm out of control, like as in like I do what I want to do, and I'm just being me, and I'm running like rampant, like not in a bad way, but like, he's just out of control, and like he's just, that sounds bad in English, but it's like he's just so in himself and like doing what he needs to do for his life that he's not thinking about anyone else. But people, and that's why people envy him. And I love this bit as well. I do not place my bid in the market. That's why I'm different from the artists. It's like I aim high, you know, I don't go where everybody goes, or I don't do what everyone else does. Like, I'm unique, and I'm not a sheep. I'm not a follower or a sheep. I'm a wolf, like type thing. Like, obviously he didn't say that, but that's the energy that I'm giving, that it's giving, of like, he's the leader, you know, he's the alpha. He doesn't go and do things that everyone else does, or sits with people, like he said, that everybody sits with. Do you know what I mean? So I like that. Become friends to share the song. I understand by looking at the forehead who is a fool. Such people roam around flattering the police, while people live far away from me. Yeah, just like people that have no like pride in it, or no loyalty. Like, he just doesn't like it, man. He's not about it. Yeah, that's the thing. I do not sit with people who sit with everyone. Those type of people that just sit with everyone and are yes men, as we call it in English, of like they just sit with whoever they can sit with, like even the police, who, like, I'm guessing that is probably like a cultural, like, obviously reference, because from what I've heard, obviously, and from my dad and stuff like that, and obviously my dad's Punjabi and stuff, and he grew up in India, and he knows all the ways about the police and stuff, and he does say that, like, the police are corrupt, and the police are, you know, there's corruption within the police, right? If I'm wrong, then I apologize. But yeah, it just makes sense. Like, people, like, what he's saying is like, and this is where he talks about loyalty. I'm sure of loyalty even if my life is lost. I live in my life. I have nothing to do with the rest of the world. I love that. He was so focused on his shit, man. Focused on his, like, there's another song that I listened to. I can't remember which one it was now. But he has a video of him, like, is it called The Last Ride? Is it The Last Ride? Is it that one? I don't know. But there's a song where he talks about, you know, just being there for his family, and like he's got a small circle, and like, but the people that are in his circle, like, he gives and he treats them like family, you know. So he's very big on loyalty. I feel like in his life and in his surroundings and what he was around, you had to be, like, loyalty is currency, isn't it? Like, it's really important, man. Sidhu's status is very big, doesn't speak to anyone, you know. He's just like tunnel vision, and you know, for the outsider, people may think he's arrogant. That's why people call me arrogant and rude. That's what he says. But he's just very protective over his circle. He's very protective over himself, over his family. He's loyal. You know, he was a good man. You know what I mean? Obviously, he was in an environment that I think eventually contributed to his death. But he was a loyal man who had big morals, and stood by what he felt was right, and stood by what his beliefs and stuff like that. So that's nice, man. And I like the fact that it's always called Built Different, and it talks about all these things. And I think the beat was just sick. The beat was so good, man. Yeah, it was so good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did enjoy and you feel like I offer some interesting insight, or you just like the way that I react to songs and appreciate songs from different cultures, different languages, different music, and feel free to like and subscribe, join the family if you feel called to. If you have any other requests of Sidhu Musiala or any other Punjabi or Indian artists, vocalists, there's a link in my description for you to send those through. But other than that, thank you so much for joining. I'm really grateful. Until next time, bye.